Truly V-Loan exclusive.
What's up YouTube, it's Truly Me Alone, and today I'll be showing you the best way to test your build without going to the Myplayer builder files and testing it in a not very effective way. So, and before I really started getting into it, if you take this video idea, because I'm pretty sure people would have, got enough attention, at least give me credit, because I didn't see nobody else with this, and this I'll just say that this could give a plentiful subscriber change, which should be obvious if it gets enough attention. But yeah, I'm going to show you the best way to test one of your new builds that you made, because this the real test build thing. It just doesn't work like it should. It should be like, it should bring you somewhere where you can test it in multiple ways, not just put you and throw you in a game that's probably on rookie. So I'm about to show y'all right now. So I'm just gonna use the search facilitator to make it easy. But yeah, first thing you're gonna wanna do is like take a picture of this, so that way you have all the stats and all that stuff. And yeah, so take a picture of one of your builds that you wanna test, and body shape doesn't matter. Put it to the height you wanted at. I think mine was 6'4". They put it to the height you wanted at. You're probably gonna want to like take pictures of this too. So I already know I'm gonna remember this stuff. So the weight 175 and the wingspan, I'm gonna max mine out for defense reasons and the takeover. Sharp. No. Alright, you saw my build, right? I'm gonna show y'all how to use it without going to like test the actual test build. So what you want to do is go to create a player, and you're gonna want to like change, like with the picture, you're gonna want to switch it around to the stats that you saw on the picture that you took. So let's get into that right now. Now I know some of y'all are gonna want to change your appearance and everything, but for me personally, I don't really care about it right now. But yeah, y'all could change, the first and the second thing. I don't really care about that. I'll make sure it doesn't have anything important. So y'all could change that. Body and down is where it gets important. Now for this, my player, I made him 6'4". He was supposed to be 6'5", but earlier I made him 6'4". Alright, just cause this the way the build would have been. If I made her, I'm gonna make him 6'4". And I made his wingspan, like, what was it? I made it go as high as it could. So now if it was in the middle, the wingspan would be 50. But how many times did I go over? Let's just say I went over like 3 or 4 times. So like this, like if I went over to the wingspan once on the creative blur build, then I'll go over once on here. And since I can't really remember how many times I went over, I'm just gonna do it 4. Now for these two things, I'll put it to like 50 or whatever. So yeah, put it like that, and shoes and gear don't matter. Yeah, I decided to change the way my appearance look, but since it took a little bit, that's why I decided to cut it out of the video. And don't worry, but yeah, you need to switch the position to what you put your player as. Pretty sure mine was a point guard, so I'll leave it at that. It doesn't matter for the first thing like that I'm gonna show you to do, but for the second thing, it matters. But the appearance, why did I go to that? The body. Okay, yeah, I switched that already. I'm not gonna care about the shoes at the very least. Now for the offense, that's where you need to look at the picture and kind of like copy it. Now some of y'all might already know where I'm going with this, and I just started this idea, but for the ones that don't, you could keep watching. the signature is basically where you can like choose your drone shot and all that stuff, all the packages, all the dribble moves and everything. I'm gonna just leave that alone for right now. I'm gonna skip to the badges. Now this is important. Since you took that picture, you should know how many badge points you have. Now it'll be smart to like use like put as many badges as you would have had in your player so you can like test it properly. Or if you really want to, you can like put everything Hall of Fame, but since your player can't have everything Hall of Fame, I don't know how much it'll help you. So I already know I got one finishing badge. So I would just put on Pro Touch. Also, I know I should have said this earlier, but make sure you take a picture of your wingspan too, because you know, depending on where you put your wingspan, your stat changes. So if you want it to be exact as possible, include like your wingspan in there too, because you know wingspan heavily affects defense and offense. But yeah, I'll show y'all the next step to putting this player where you can actually use them in a more useful way to test your build right now. Alright, so what you're going to want to do with the creative player is, well, before I show y'all that, I'm going to show y'all like the badges. JC has one finishing like in there, you know, the shooting. I'm pretty sure this adds up to 30, but if it doesn't, oh well, it's a little off. As long as you want to probably emulate the player as best you can, but if it's closer to like one badge extra, it's basically the same as a player, just extra badge. Just take it off if you notice it. That's like should be 15 playmaking and 11 defense. And now I'm going to show you how you could use this player. So what you're going to want to do is go to create a roster and use the create a roster. I'm just go to which one, injury free. Yeah, you just go to that one. Just wait until it downloads it. All right, so then what you're going to want to do is, oops, wrong button. So you're going to want to find, or where it says, yeah, here it goes, creative players. This is the player I just made, the sharpshooter facilitator. Wait, before I put it on the team, I'm going to go and I'm going to like, probably come to this team, just remove somebody. Yes, I'm doing that team because it's like the closest one. And then copy to a team. So yeah, basically I just took his spot. And now I'm gonna save the roster, new roster. The name doesn't matter, so I'm just gonna do this. You should know what roster it is. So then, like, you could go to play now. I'm just gonna do Blacktop because I feel like it's easier to test. You could do any one of these. I suggest like one-on-one. I'm gonna want to change the roster. And the roster I just had was this one, so I'm gonna go to it. And I remembered that my player was on the 76ers, and he was like an 83. Yeah, there he is. And then you just make him go against anybody you want. Just make him go against my playmaker, my mod player. But yeah, I'm about to just, you know, showing me on shooting for a little bit. But yeah, this is basically all you have to do. You can put in a play now game too. I'll show you how to do that. It's just as easy as this. smarter. Like the Blacktop is smarter because it's easier to test stuff because there's less players. You can choose less players and all that stuff. But yeah, this is how you test it the easiest way. I think it's on Hall of Fame. That's probably why I missed. But yeah, you can just do this with your build. You can do this with a lot more of your builds. It obviously takes longer than test player, but it's more effective. So I'd rather do this every time than a regular test player. But you know, at least on this one, like you can actually test your player. But yeah, I recommend like giving it the same badges as it did or whatever, like when you made your player. So that way, you know, you won't be cheating yourself in the end because it's only going to be able to do what you made it to do. And the Myplayer thing. But yeah, I'm going to show you how to, I'm just going to shoot a dumb shot. I'm going to show you how to put it in the play now, right now. So in case you ever want to play a regular play now game with the player you just made, you're going to want to go back to create a roster. Obviously go to the roster that you just made and find the player that you had and press RT. I think that's R2 on PlayStation. Whatever the trigger button is at the right to the back. But yeah, you're gonna want to go to your player. Where is he? CRD Castro. He's resting, right? He has no minutes. So what you're gonna want to do is just take the minutes from the position that you want to play. And well, actually, I made a mistake. You might as well just keep the minutes on there and swap the players. So that way, cancel. So that way, they can be you know, bench and all that stuff. And just to give yourself more minutes, you could take it off the other players. Because you can, you know, get 48 minutes. And yeah, that should work. Let me save this. Now, the only thing left to do is just to go to play now, quick play. You should, after I change the roster, you should start. But yeah, see, the player I made, D Castro, started and all that stuff. I'm gonna start the game. Just to, you know, just to start it. See, sharpshooting facilitator, just like my Myplayer. The only difference is he would have been 85, but they only show you so many stats to upgrade on the regular Myplayer thing that, you know, you can, like, shot IQ, that's not on there. Shot contest, that's not on there. Hands, that's not on there. Like, you get my point. There's other stuff like that that you can't upgrade. So I couldn't make him exactly perfect, but that type of stuff, it matters to an extent. Like, if you just make your player like as best you can, he'll be at least at 80. And if you like if you upgrade all that stuff, shot IQ, hands and all that stuff, he'll be around the 90. But at the same time, it's basically the same player. Like, it's that serious if you upgrade all that stuff. Yeah, I'm just gonna show you a little gameplay, I guess. But yeah, hopefully this video helps a lot of people, because I just started this idea I thought of this idea like 2 days ago. Yeah, I thought of this idea like 2 days ago, and I told myself that I should, you know, make a video on it. Because the way the test build is set up in this game, it's very terrible. Like, it's garbage. They throw you in one game that you can't really test anything in except for like shooting and finishing. And like, you can't even switch your dribble moves, if we're being honest, so it's not really like beneficial at all. So this is the real best way to test your build. It's like, you know, you can actually do stuff with it in here. I forgot to put on all the zones. It doesn't matter. But yeah, you can just come in here and do whatever. Yeah, I'm not really trying. I'm throwing up dot shots. But yeah, hopefully this gets out there, because the test build in the game is trash. So hopefully this video gets the attention it needs and helps people like it should. Because if I wouldn't have thought of this, I could. That's probably why I made a lot of flop builds. I wasn't thinking of this. Because if I would have known about this, then I probably would have had the best build in the game by now. But yeah, that's basically it. You can go to one of those two places, Blacktop. But I recommend Blacktop because it's faster and you can choose the amount of people you play against. And yeah, that's it for this video. Like, share, comment, subscribe, tell your friends, and I'll see you on the next one.